welcome back. It is another week of wrestling. Uh, Welcome to the War Report. I'm your host Cyrus, and I am joined by Quan. How you been, Quan? It's been a week.
Been all right, man. I've been doing all right. I'm a little stressed out because I'm gonna go play some Xbox to get a couple games in before we started recording. But Xbox is down, so I'm a little annoyed by that. But
We
I'm
we gonna get you on the PS. We gonna get you on the
dog,
PS5 wave, bruh.
dog. I've been trying so hard. Every time I got alerts on my phone, I keep missing them, bro.
I can send you like a couple of Twitter accounts, and they always have like the PlayStation queues, and they restock all the time. So
Yeah.
hopefully you get
Well,
hopefully we
I
can leave them behind, man.
I
Leave
heard
them like
the I heard the president said, "Look, cut the bullshit, Sony. Get these systems out." You saw that shit?
Nah, that's crazy though.
They signed some like bill, I don't know, some bill or something about like cut back on them. Fucking let's put these out, bro. I don't know. I want my stimulus. I don't really care about that. Give my bread, bro.
Just like fuck it. I need my five.
I need my bread, bro.
But all right. But yeah, man, we gonna get you off the wave. Before we go into in the trenches, how'd you feel about a elimination chamber briefly?
It was a show that happened. I enjoyed the chamber matches. The first one, the SmackDown one, seemed very like inconsequential because it didn't matter. You knew what the end result was gonna be. You knew
Yeah,
whoever won, Roman was gonna beat him in like 2 minutes. It didn't like it.
yeah. Whoever, honestly, I just felt like these guys are gonna go out there, kill themselves for this shit, and then none of it matters. And
Yeah.
I think it's solely because Roman Reigns was just like, I'm not doing the chamber,
I'm not
bro.
doing that. That's why I kind of wish they would have had Cesaro in that. I think that would have been just nice for Cesaro to get that dub, just to say he
Yeah.
won Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, right. I don't think there was any reason for Brian to win it. Like
There's
Cesaro
zero.
could have won
Yeah,
it and then lost.
yeah, it would have been fine.
But
I don't
yeah,
know.
that's Elimination Chamber. I wasn't a big fan of the show.
Yeah,
I think it's one of the weaker shows. Cause like they've been on a hot streak. I'm not even gonna lie. They've been on a hot streak for a minute, and I think
that's the crazy part about like the main roster. Like even if the weekly shows don't hit, usually the pay-per-views are good, except for Elimination Chamber. Even last year, Elimination Chamber was like trash last year, and the rest of the
Elimination Chamber is kind of hit or miss, but this one was definitely one of those misses. I didn't think I really cared about any of the matches on there, but that's enough main roster shit. They need to step it up because we're gonna go and talk about NXT. A little bit of NXT stuff. The new NXT class is here. The largest one to date. There are 10 women, I think 7 men, like almost 20 people in total, right? They didn't all take the pick together, so I couldn't really like get a range of how big the class was, but there's a lot of names on here, and unfortunately a lot of names that I'm unfamiliar with. It's just been a minute since I brushed up on my indie knowledge.
I don't, you better than me. I haven't watched indie since the 2015, 2010s, so I don't know who's who anymore at this point. There are some names that stuck out to me. I think Rick Steiner's son.
Mhm.
I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if he has any experience professionally. I'm assuming he has amateur. Actually, I'm looking at it now. It looks like he's a football player, and so usually football players have a pretty good track record transitioning.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that.
We'll be seeing him in like 2023. So
You think
I
so?
think he'd be straight.
Yeah.
2023 squash match, and then 2024. That's when the real shit start.
That's true. All right, that's fair.
uh,
We've seen a few of them already. So we've seen, Priscilla Kelly, aka Gigi Dolan. We've seen Zoe Stark, who we're going to talk about later. LA Knight. I was going to call him Eli Knight. Taya, of course. So it's a good mix of. It looks like a good mix of vets, people who've done this before. I see a lot of New England guys on here too, which I think is cool.
Oh, nice.
But-
I'm seeing a Shimmer alumni on here, and those are the people that you want to look out for when you read these things. If it says like Shimmer on there, you want to keep an eye out for them. They have a really good track record. Shayna Baszler, Ember Moon.
Wasn't Bailey in there? Bailey in there?
Yeah, Bailey, Shimmer, Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai. So whenever you see Shimmer on there, just know you're about to get some quality. There are a lot of men on here that I'm unfamiliar with, but a lot of these dudes have performed for Evolved and Shine. It's a big class. That's why we're not going to go by all the names one by one, especially since I'm kind of unfamiliar with a lot of them. But there are a lot of people in this class, and we'll see you 2023, 2024. And we'll wish you the best of luck, man. Next, I know I have it listed in a different order, but I'm gonna talk about the AEW game stuff because it was very brief and short. AEW games, we get our monthly/bi-monthly update, and once again, it is nothing. Well, on the console game, there's nothing. They were just saying, hey, here's the sound design part. Like, it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I feel like a lot of the stuff on the announcements could have just been like 4 tweet videos. It was cool to see Kenny Omega and Brian Cutler just chop it up, but I was just like, do you have more to show of the game or no? And it turned out no. The casino game, mobile game, is coming out tomorrow. I could not be less excited for that.
You're telling me you're not going to download the AEW slot machine?
No, I'm not downloading.
That's crazy, bro.
No motherfuckers trying to gouge me for money. Fuck out of here. The GM mode, it is still in the works, and it looks like the game is the development is very, very slow for that one. But due to, I think since it's their first game, it's okay for them to like take it slow, versus like the monthly the yearly WWE game that we normally get. So they have time to get their stuff together.
Yeah, I don't want them to rush. I genuinely want this game to be good. I miss playing wrestling games. I haven't bought WWE 2K20. I didn't have any plans. I heard it's terrible. I'm just not. So like, I'm really, really hoping that this AEW game is good, so they can take as much time as they need.
Yeah, let them take as much time as possible. And I don't know. I was just expecting to see like at least more game. Like, I don't know. I was expecting like it, like I wasn't expecting to see like another trailer or anything like that. But I would say the sound design stuff is not something I was expecting. I was expecting to see like motherfuckers behind computers rendering fucking skins and shit. The usual gamer update stuff. But we got
that update was for the real hardcore AEW fans.
That shit was for the investors.
Yeah, that's
and we go put it on YouTube. But Paul Wright, aka
before we get to that, I'm looking at the rundown. Can we talk about the Sammy Guevara thing first before we get to? I think the big stuff we get a lot of time. Look, now I know what we have. It's probably not fully true, and I understand that.
Oh yeah, it might be cap.
I'm going to be irresponsible with our platform and tell you, in the rankings of my favorite AEW wrestlers, Sammy Guevara. That's my guy, bro. I'm telling you, he's number one, man. Look, I'm gonna look. Hear me out. I'm just gonna read this Observer newsletter headline that I read off of Reddit a couple of days ago. And threw in this. I'm sure this is not true. I have to reiterate that this is probably not true. But from Wrestler Observer, Sammy Guevara suggested winning the X Division title, returning to AEW, never losing it, and would eventually put it up for grabs in a tournament, which Impact did not like. Hey,
wild, keep.
Hey, look,
insanity.
I feel him. I told you about the projects. Don't send me down there to lose.
Yeah, they're gonna send it out to the project, and that was like the other like rumor reporting that they were gonna like have Sammy Guevara go to Impact and basically be jobbed out.
Yeah, there's some name
Austin Ace. I'm not sure
who that
is. I don't know who that is. That was the rumor that was going around, and if I'm Sammy Guevara, Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
fuck
even
no. I'm not going to Impact. I'm not gonna go to Impact and drop to some no name. Like, Sammy Guevara is a young dude. You can't make your name off Sammy Guevara. Sorry, because he's just like isn't there yet. Like, he doesn't have many accolades or anything like that. So if you beat him, oh shit, you beated the guy from AEW. Woo!
Yeah.
Like, you have to beat somebody that's at least like decorated. Like, let an Impact legend like Christopher Daniels go back, and then hopefully he could, like, do something, do a job, or elevate some people over there, But whatever they had planned for Sammy Guevara, it just didn't make sense, and I believe he's not on the show this week at all.
Are you gonna watch? That was it. If he ends up on there,
I'm not watching Impact, bro.
Exactly. So why he ain't taking a job? The niggas ain't gonna watch it. How much they do? 100,000? I'm not taking it. I'm not jobbing for 100,000 people. Man, look.
One, he just should not be jobbing, and I think this is a credit to, this puts the Jericho thing in, being partnered with Jericho in a funny light, because, like, he's done with Sammy Guevara. He got all the attention, basically everything he could get from Sammy Guevara, and then he moved on to Orange Cassidy, and then now he's with MJF, who surprisingly has way more burn, even though he just never wrestles on the show and doesn't wrestle half as good as Sammy Guevara does. But yeah, it's a shame, because Sammy Guevara basically wasted all his time in these talking segments and stuff like that, when he could have just been really, like, building himself up in wrestling. Now he's having disputes with creative, and they're trying to make him go to Impact, and I think that's terrible, man.
Well,
so good luck, big fella.
At least Sammy got his vlogs on YouTube. He got something to look forward to, because he ain't on the pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, he knows. Yeah, he's not on a pay-per-view, and honestly, I don't see no shenanigans happening where he does, like, return. Like, I definitely think he is in the doghouse, but hopefully.
Well, so allegedly they said he doesn't have any heat, so that's what they're saying. But you can't. It's very rare when we get negative AEW news, as Justin has talked about multiple times.
Yeah. Well, people take a hard look at your wrestling publications and just notice how nothing negative is being said about AEW. I think I do think that is weird. Like, they're obviously not keeping the same energy between them and the WWE. Like, even if they can run the excuse, but they're young, we're gonna give them time to grow. Dog, you can't. There's growing pains all the time. You can't love all of it.
There's no way in the world that there's not one wrestler backstage that's not frustrated with their position in that company. There's no way.
Well, Liva Bates a couple of hours ago posted a video. It was just like, put me on AEW. And I was just like, I mean, I guess.
I didn't even know she was signed to the AEW.
Yeah, she's still signed.
I didn't know she was, like, actually signed.
And she signed, and she's just like, please.
They don't even put her on Dark.
Yeah, she was just like, I haven't been on AEW forever. Please let me wrestle.
That's crazy. There you go. We'll see how that goes.
Swim good, partner. Don't go in the wrestling ring.
Oh, and speaking of AEW Dark, I guess this was like a little.
Oh yeah, nice.
Well, before we get to that, did you watch JD Drake versus Eddie Kingston?
No, I did not. I didn't have time for it. I did text you. I was trying to go on to AEW YouTube, and it just would not load. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
All right. Well, when you get a chance, it's not a long match. It's probably like 8 minutes. I don't even know if it's probably shorter than that. But they beat the shit out of each other. And if you're looking for a good, quick little match with two big dudes beating the shit out of each other, go out of your way to go watch AEW Dark from this week. Just that match. It's like 12 minutes into the show. Mm-hmm. I just watched it.
Yeah, I saw Big Hat Rob praise the match. So I was just like, oh, okay. Getting more than one recommendation. That is a good sign for an AEW Dark match.
Shout out to Rob, man. All right, but anyway, speaking of much more important AEW news that shocked the wrestling world.
Tuesday, Thursday? No, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I think it was Wednesday morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Wednesday morning, Paul the Great, Paul the Great White, aka formerly known as the Big Show, is All Elite, baby. What do you think when you saw that picture? What do you think? Because I'll tell you, my first thing is that Photoshop? Is that real? When I saw the image, I said that's Photoshop, right?
When I first saw the image and I saw a big show in the tux, I was just like, wait, what? And then I looked at the person that posted it, and it was Tony Khan, and I just kept laughing. I could not stop laughing. And my other thought was just like, oh shit, when did he not? Damn, his contract was up. I didn't even notice. But
I didn't know either.
Paul Wright is All Elite, and I read the letter. Unfortunately, the letter shouldn't have been that long.
You're doing your job, man.
I hate it here. He'll be doing commentary for the rumored third show that was going to be happening for a really long time. It's finally here, so it's kind of like two big important news at once.
Yeah, they kind of snuck that in there in the letter. Like they kind of like they told you about Big Show, but they kind of kept the third show kind of quiet.
Yeah, AEW Dark Elevation, and I think this is where a lot of the Nightmare Factory talent, a lot of the jobber talent are gonna go and do their thing.
Yeah.
So
what it seems like, I think Dark is gonna revert back to what it was initially, which is more like kind of like the main roster guys who were on the card that Wednesday usually have a match on Dark,
which is fine.
And then Elevation will be what like we currently have what Dark is right now. That's what it seems like to me.
I think if Dark goes back to the format of 4 matches, and recaps of what happened on the show last week, what's coming up this week, and some just like extra video package stuff, like I think that'd be perfect. Let Dark go back to that. Paul Wright is All Elite. He'll be on commentary. Hopefully I've never heard him on commentary, so I pray to God he's good.
I'm sure he'll be fine. He seems like a guy who would be pretty decent at that.
Anybody's better than Jericho. So as long as Jericho is not on commentary, I think AEW Dark Elevation will be fine. Let him and Excalibur just go crazy, or him and Taz.
My next question is, who's the first match? Who's wrestling Big Show first? Is it Cody? Is it Shaq?
Jesus Christ.
Do they go Big Show, the long-awaited Big Show, Shaq?
AEW would be real funny if they pulled that. Like I'm not even gonna be mad at it. I think I
wouldn't be mad at that either.
But I would say let him wrestle one of the bigger dudes on the AEW roster. Let him get Luchasaurus or Wardlow. Don't let him work any of the smaller guys. Don't let him work any of the smaller guys.
My man on his second hip, man. Look.
Yeah, Big Show, healthy dude. He lost a lot of weight, but don't have him wrestle like a Kip Sabian or a Marco Stunt or a Jungle Boy where they have to chop him down. Basically, don't let him wrestle that match. He's tired. He's clearly tired of wrestling. So don't have him go out there and do the David versus Goliath match.
My man is exhausted.
But yeah, that is it for In the Trenches. Oh wait, no.
There's more?
The Kenny Omega news.
What are you saying?
Where he was talking about a possible work relationship between AEW and WWE. I think this is they also talked about it on the A show, so if you want to hear Mills and Justin thoughts on this as well, you can go over there. What I liked about this interview is that like this is Kenny out of the quote unquote out of character, where he's
candid.
Yeah, he's being very upfront and honest of what he wants out of to do with AEW. And I wish whenever people do it, whenever people did interviews, this is the Kenny Omega that we got, instead of the trying to trying to work people or trying to get heat or anything like that. When he talks as genuine as this, it is nice. Where he talks about when he was a free agent, Triple H was just like the nicest guy in the world to him. So he is not jaded or hurt like somebody else on the AEW roster. Talks about a work relationship with WWE, and he basically says that he just wants the best for pro wrestling. Like he just wants to just have like those old super shows like back in the day and stuff like that. And I think that's nice. Like he just wants to do what whatever, you know.
That's for business, as the cliche is.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I like something he talked about, and also something that Sasha Banks talked about in her interview with Stone Cold, about how they look at wrestling more as a business compared to, you know, when they first got in, and how they were just in it for the love of the sport. They're seeing it as a business. I think they both of them are kind of one and the same, is that they love wrestling so much and they want to see the business really hit that next level after they're done. Especially someone like Kenny, who's been doing it for what, 20 years? Probably. Yeah. I don't know when he started, but
I think he started around his 20s, like early 20s. But almost a decade in. I'll probably have to check. But yeah, I'm curious how others the other executives or other higher ups feel about, you know, actually doing a possible work relationship with WWE. Obviously, I think they're just like, oh hell yeah, let's do it, because, you know, the money flows and it benefits both of them. But no, it was really cool to hear that, to read that interview. Sorry, I'm not going to read any quotes from it. Trying to reduce as much internet power, so the recording doesn't start lagging. But I'll link it in the show notes. You can check it out. It was really cool. Hopefully, Kenny Omega is just like, yeah, fuck it, goes to WWE and does his thing.
I think I'm pretty sure that'll happen at some point. I think unless AEW really throws the bag at him, I think we could see him in for like a one little quick run.
Yeah, I can see. And him saying that he basically more or less has a positive relationship with Triple H basically just tells me like his his disdain for the NXT process when he was like a part of it back in the day, like that is like behind him now. Like obviously I think the person Sean Taylor, I believe, is the guy that he didn't like over at the
Deep South Performance Center. He was at Deep South. Was he at Performance Center? I don't think he was ever at Performance. He was at Deep South, like when they were well before that stuff.
But so, it's a different culture now, so he can go over there and do his thing. So for the people that want Kenny Omega in the WWE, man,
you never know.
Never say never, bro. Now we'll get into NXT. Adam Cole, you deceitful bastard. I think we all saw that coming. Like, yeah, I wasn't fooled by the, man, I don't know what I was doing. My bad, bruh. Like, come on, fuck out of here.
he tried to pull the Roman Reigns Hell in a Cell. It didn't hit the same.
Yeah,
he tried to get it to his acting bag, but you don't have that. You don't have that in that range yet. No, but in all seriousness, though, I like this segment. It was kind of long, but I liked the segment. I feel like it was like, man, this is going. He definitely. I appreciate. I like the part where he snatched Roderick Strong chain, like T.I. did Lauren London in the movie that snatched the chain. Yeah, man. It's very interesting. So I guess we gotta imagine. I don't know if it's gonna be Cole Roddy or Cole Finn. He got beef with everybody. I don't.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna get a mixture of all those matches. I definitely think we're gonna get Roderick Strong versus Balor first, non-title, of course. they what's really surprising to me about the whole segment is that for the brand, it has not shown up and tried to like interrupt the segment. So I think the stuff with Pete Dunne is pretty much over now.
Yeah, they weren't on the show at all.
Yeah, so now I think they're just buying time now for when they plan to do the big Kyle return.
Mm-hmm.
So Roderick Strong, Adam Cole is going to be a banger. Finn Balor better watch out because Roderick Strong will kill you.
Yo, did you see when Finn came down? Like he mushed the shit out of Roderick Strong.
Oh yeah,
did you see it? We mushed the shit out of him.
That was funny as fuck. Like that man was hurting. He was like, "Hey man, for real, get the fuck off me." But yeah, so we could look forward to those matches in the future. Next topic is I just want to say that I told y'all this was gonna be a classic, man. I told you this is what we're gonna want. This is what NXT needs. This is what Karrion Kross needed. This is what Santos Escobar needed. This no DQ match where Karrion Kross is finally selling. He got some character out of it. Santos was looking kind of he held his own for the most part. Joaquin Wilde and Mendoza, they came through from, unfortunately, Santos didn't get the win, but I don't think this is the end of this. But I thought that match was really good.
I will say, just speaking in general for both shows, I didn't think either of these were the best episodes they've done, but I will say both shows had great main event matches, and this match was really, really fun. NXT hasn't done a match like this. Well, I guess they have with the Rhea Raquel was kind of like this, where they just kind of go all over the place. They've been doing that in their main events, and I've really appreciated that. It's just fun. Like, it's just fun wrestling. Like, that's what's so great about NXT lately, is that they have such fun characters and they've had such fun, like, really different. Like, you on the same show, you could have Finn Balor and Pete Dunne never leave the ring, and then also on that same show had the Kross and Santos match where they're fighting outside, throwing people through barricades, all that good stuff. It was just a fun match, and this is probably the first really, really competitive Karrion Kross match that we've had on the show. Even if it was 3-on-1, it was still like, man.
I think it's really great that we just seen like Karrion Kross not be Superman and basically be immune and just take a fuck ton of damage, So perfect, great. I want more. Let's see more, man. I doubt Santos Escobar is gonna let this go. So we'll see how that goes. Something that I was surprised that people were kind of decisive about. Io Shirai versus Zoe Stark. I thought the match was. I thought the match. Well, the old man in his basement said that this match is terrible, and I think that's just because he hates American women's wrestling. But people were just like, Zoe Stark got a little too much offense. It was a rocky start. I mean, that's fine. I still thought the match was very okay. I don't think that, she's being like hot shotted or sent to the moon or anything like that. It was a non-title match. Zoe Stark was just, doing her thing. Io Shirai made her look good, and that was just about it. I'm really, really glad that Toni Storm didn't interrupt the match and then we got like an actual match out of it. So
yeah,
I thought it was cool.
I think for a match that obviously has no build, and is featuring a woman who's only been on TV for two matches previous to that, it was fine. It was a good match. I wasn't expecting, expecting Bayley Sasha takeover. What I mean?
And also, we don't get Io Shirai on TV a lot, so I think that in itself should have just been something.
I don't remember the last time she wrestled on NXT TV. It wasn't a takeover. I don't even think she's done it this year.
An actual match.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I think she wrestled, or had a match on TV. Mercedes Martinez came out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that is as far as my brain goes. If you're screaming into your phone, I'm sorry. I don't remember. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I do agree. Like, it was a rocky start, but she's never wrestled Io Shirai before. And also, how many times has Io Shirai started a match and she fucked up? It happened. It happens, and it's okay. We all fuck up.
Io Shirai can barely do her finisher right. I've seen her land a moonsault maybe like correctly, maybe like 3 times ever.
But so, you remember when she was facing Rhea Ripley and she was doing her signature backflips and she just bonked her head?
Yep.
Yeah, it happens. Io Shirai gets a rough start, but she get it cracking. But yeah, the match was fine. I would like to see more of Zoe Stark in the future. Toni Storm comes out at the end of the match, thank God, and she was just like, "Hey, why are you ducking me? You're a pussy." And now we will be getting Toni Storm versus Io Shirai in 2 weeks. So it won't be on it will be the post Revolution week.
Yeah.
So,
after that, I got some complaints about this next part though.
Okay.
So during the show, we had Dexter Lumis. Open the show at Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano. So the match itself, it was fine. It's a Dexter Lumis match. The finish, okay, I don't know where they're really going with that. This is my complaint. This is just weird.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Stockholm Syndrome thing with Austin Theory. Now I get where they're going with it. I'm gonna let it play out. I think it's kind of weird, but whatever.
I don't get it.
But Indy Hartwell, when she said Dexter Lumis is kind of hot, I audibly said, "What are you talking?"
Yeah,
huh?
like out of nowhere,
bro. He's like literally a kidnapper. He kidnaps people. You think that's hot? What is that?
Well, not even that. Is just like it doesn't. All right. I don't want to talk about NXT like it has to be written like an HBO show. I'm sorry what I'm about to say right now, but it doesn't seem natural.
Yeah,
it kind of just seemed like something funny that they wrote up, and it was just like, let's try it out. But there's like no natural build to it. Like you don't see Indy Hartwell in the previous weeks like. Look at a picture of Dexter Lumis. Yeah, So it just happened out of nowhere. And I was just like, all right, bro. Me and Lumis got to fight now. So Lumis Hive
I didn't like that.
Lumis Hive is done.
Lumis Hive's over. Count your fucking days.
Count your fucking days, Dexter Lumis. I ain't scared of no vampire zombies, bro. But yeah, I'm also with the Stockholm Syndrome thing where he basically just like randomly infected the prodigies of the Garganos. I just thought that was like really weird and random. Yeah. Maybe did we miss something, guys, where he like walked past Indy Hartwell or something, and then maybe off camera something happened, because it just seems weird that he like took over.
It was very strange. I need to go into more detail or just drop that whole whatever the hell that was, because that was like I audibly was like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I was laying in bed. I was watching it in bed, and I'm like, what was that? Very weird.
Yeah, I saw her do the call me gesture, and I was just like, wait, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
But that's that. Do I see Dexter Lumis as a North American champion? No, unless the style switches up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is. For the people that are like, oh man, like Dexter Lumis is gonna get it, but not Kushida. Shit, man.
It is what it is.
Hey, man. Not everybody could be a champion on NXT, man. It is what it is. Kushida's still great.
There's only 2 belts.
Even though the second belt was supposed to stop shit like this from happening, but like now it's just like it is what it is, Leia. All right, now to the quick hits. Xia Li breaks Casey Catanzaro's leg, and I believe that there was a report that said that Casey Catanzaro legitimately did hurt her leg. So this is just a way to write her off on TV, and I think it's cool. It was brutal. Kaden got to be next, right?
Yeah. Casey got time to party now. You know what I mean? If you want to do that, she ain't got to come to work.
She got time to stay her ass at home and recover, please. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah, they'd probably transfer over to Kaden. Which is cool. I like Caden's offense. I think should be a fun match.
Yeah, it should be more interesting, and probably she'll probably get a lot more offense in. I think that's what is missing a lot of in her matches now, is that like people aren't getting any offense in like whatsoever.
My fear with Xia Li is she almost getting to supernatural fiend territory.
She's not well.
I mean, not literally like supernatural, but her match is getting that way, because I kind of see that coming. I really like they're gonna book themselves in the corner with Xia Li.
I would say no. It's not like 50-50. No, because she's not teleporting, or when she was like laying on her head and now she's standing up, or any transformations or any shit like that. But then on the other hand, yes, because you remember with the Fiend at the start, we were just like, all right, he's nowhere near the title, so it's fine. Yeah. It's all good. I feel like once Xia Li transitions to like the outside world of the women's division, where she's like wrestling Dakota Kai, your Shotzi Blackhearts, your Ember Moons and stuff like that, that's where it gets spooky.
If she keeps racking up wins like that, and like barely like just running through girls, like
she's gonna have to.
People are gonna start asking questions. Hey, when's she gonna get a title shot? She won like 20 straight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be the issue there. So
yeah,
hopefully when they do the match with Kaden, it kind of just like humbles her, or dials it down a little, because once she steps into the real women's division, it's gonna get spooky, brother. But Grizzled Young Vets, they attack MSK and they break Nash Carter's hand.
I think it's Wesley.
Either or. I call cap. I just think they had nothing for the MSK to really do, nor that they had anything for Danny and Oni. So they were just like, whatever, fuck it.
Well, isn't their tag title match next week?
Mm-hmm. So just like they didn't need to be on the show, and then they wrote a reason for them to not be on the show. I was just like, they just didn't need to be here.
Yeah, they didn't have to be on the show. Yo, every time I think about Grizzled Young Vets now, I just think about that damn tweet. Mark ruined Grizzled Young Vets for me, bro. You ruined it.
That tweet is too fucking funny, man. Shout out to Mark for that one. But that happened, and Grizzled Young Vets had a for real match with Drake Maverick and Killian Dane. Kill me. The match was whatever, and then just a little backstage segment between former Sanity partners. Alexander Wolf just pulled up on Killian Dane. It was just like, used to be a real nigga.
He's a bitch. What he said.
With Killian Dane with Drake Maverick in his arms like a baby.
Like a baby.
You's a bitch.
You're a bitch right now. What's wrong with you?
So when Imperium eventually comes back, I guess we're gonna see them just beat the shit out of those two for whatever reason.
Fuck it. Why not? 'Cause you're a bitch.
just get it started.
That's the reason.
And then one last thing, the Cameron Grimes segments that happen periodically through the show, I thought they were all fantastic. The first one was really funny. He lets him get the full 10 because he did not watch the end of the segment. I thought that was hilarious.
That was hilarious. That was really funny. Because I was like, what is he doing? And then they're like, oh, you didn't watch the whole thing. Because even I was confused. I was like, why?
I popped when I saw he was watching the segment. I was already dying. And then when the dude started dribbling, he got to 8. I was just like, oh, he doesn't know how it ends, so he doesn't kick the ball. Oh no, this nigga's an idiot. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but he offers people less and less money to dribble the basketball.
I didn't even notice that.
I think I think he offered the first dude like 100,000, the next was 10, and then the last dude was like just 1,000, and I was just like, oh, he's really losing his rack, so he gonna have to wrestle again. the slow burn, bruh.
That was good stuff.
Also, I thought the second segment was really funny because I knew that the lady that he was talking to was the former basketball player.
Yeah, I caught that immediately. Like, yeah, that's a basketball player. I knew that immediately.
So, I was just like, oh yeah, she about to cross him up, or some shit. I thought that was really funny. But that is it for NXT. I think we have both of the Dusty Classic Championship matches happening.
Shout out to Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. That was a really good little video promo they had.
Yeah, I think that was like one of the best promos Nia has cut in a really long time. No,
yeah,
not that like she's been like recently like super terrible or anything, but I thought the video package was like some really good stuff. So prayer circles for both of them. Danny and Oni don't need it.
Please get those belts off them.
Like they absolutely don't. There's like literally no story for them to keep it anymore. Just get it off them and please, bruh, let Dakota Kai and Raquel take it. The tag titles just need to be on NXT.
I mean, and then
there's no point of them on the main roster.
If they want to do Lana and Naomi come down for a night,
let's go.
They'll probably get more time. Whatever they get on Raw. So
Raquel about to go crazy on Lana, bro. Let's get it cracking. I think.
Also, shout out to Lana. Lana's improved a lot. She looks a lot better. She looks.
I don't watch Raw.
I know. I don't know why I still do, but she looks a lot better. I'll say that much. She definitely improved.
Man, I can't remember the last Lana match I watched. Maybe when she was first starting on SmackDown. That's like all I could truly remember. So from her start on SmackDown to now, great, perfect,
much better. Yeah.
I wish when Lana went to NXT just for a little bit when she was doing the coconut loops, I wish they kept her there and just let her do a little more. I think that would have been really cool. But that is it. Prayers to them. Now we're going to transition to AEW and all the Super 16 madness.
All roads in professional wrestling lead through me.
Well, AEW happened. Like you said, these two episodes aren't particularly amazing. This AEW episode seems to be really middle of the road, and I think they're just kind of just saving themselves for the big show that they're going to have next week, which will be the go home show to Revolution. So it happens.
That's what it felt like. It just felt like they have two huge shows next week, so they had to let me just chill out this week. First things first, we finally seen Sting get a little physical in the ring. Now, I will say, I don't know if you were able to see the segment, because I know you were able to see a lot of things, but it started off.
I saw this one.
You did see that. Okay, so like, I did like this segment. My problem with the segment was that I would have liked it more if we didn't see Sting every single week since December.
I'm saying.
I would have loved it if he was gone for a little while when it came out like that. That would have been fire. But we've seen him every single week. Interact with Team Taz every single week.
If we only saw Sting 3 times till this point, I think it would have been really cool. Like if we would have just seen him on the initial debut.
Yep.
I guess accept the street fight, but like let it have a vignette. Like Sting doesn't need to really like physically be at the show every week.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And then like let's say he wasn't there for like a really long time, and then Darby Allin got kidnapped, and then you don't see him on the show for a little bit, and then Team Taz is just bragging and boasting, you know, like, oh, Darby is possibly gonna have to vacate the title because he like can't defend it or anything like that. And then you have the show this week where Sting pulls up in the whip, but like let it be in the building where he pulls up with the whip and then pulls Darby Allin out. Like
I don't even mind that they pulled Hook out. I thought that was cool. The Hook thing when they pulled him out the bag.
Yeah. Keep that reveal still. That
was hard.
I think that's the problem. Like they oversaturated us with Sting, so like I couldn't really appreciate this moment as much as I did. And I thought Sting getting physical, well, he looked good.
That was cool. I like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, the Stinger Splash looked good. That's all we need from
the Stinger Splash was but
for a 60-year-old man, that Stinger Splash looked all right, man.
Okay,
look,
all right.
Just give some credit. Look, Justin ain't here to tag team. We all about to just shit on.
I'm nice enough to just let you run. So go.
I'm gonna be a little nice. I'm gonna be a little nicer to AEW because somebody got to be nice. But for 6 years, I'm not looking for a lot from Sting. I just want the hits. You know what I mean? Give me a Stinger Splash. Give me a DDT.
The DDT looked amazing. The DDT looked great.
Night.
It just sucks that you're very much right. Like we've been like doused with Sting since his initial arrival. This could have been a special moment, but AEW just had to have him on the show every week for some reason.
I think it still is a great moment, but it could have been a better moment. That's where I'm at with it.
So they'll be having their street fight at Revolution March 7th. I remember that. I gotta.
That'd be interesting. I know. I thought it was. Did they move the date?
I believe it was about August 7th is a Saturday? No,
it's a Sunday. I thought it was on a Saturday. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna watch it, but
yeah,
whatever. Main event: Lance Archer versus Phoenix. Winner gets into the Face of Revolution ladder match. Is there any kind of stipulation to that, or you just?
I don't. Man, I've been watching the show just like you have been every week. Face of the ladder mat. I was just like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
What does that even mean?
Is this a thing that's been building on Dark? Because when these two were fighting for that crown, I was just like, what are you guys fighting for?
I don't know. But regardless, I like the match. The match was very fun. Phoenix once again almost killed himself trying to do a tope over something. The usual Phoenix.
I saw a YouTube comment where it was just like, man, I really like Phoenix. I really like Lucha Bros. It just sucks that every time I watch, either one of them are injured. Like they're never truly healthy at the same time. And I thought it was really funny.
I'm not mad Archer winning. I think I like when the multi-man ladder matches have one big guy in it. Plus, I just don't trust Phoenix in the ladder match at this point. This man is clearly a threat to himself. That man going to break his own neck at some point.
Well, what's crazy is that, like, all right, you have Lance Archer and Phoenix duking it out, and it's just like these are dudes that should absolutely be contenders for the title.
I'm all in on Phoenix, bro.
Yeah, like they have to do something with these guys. Well, once the Moxley thing is over, one of these two dudes got to come up and let Phoenix take it off Darby Allin, bro. Darby don't need that shit. Every time Phoenix main events a show or is on the show, people go absolutely insane.
He had to
reward him for that hard work.
He had not missed, not once.
No. So hopefully they do something with him after this. John Moxley, Kenny Omega, explosive barbed wire death match. Whole shenanigans is over.
Yeah. Speaking of Moxley opened the show, wrestling Ryan Nemeth in a real quick squash. Cut a promo afterwards. talking about being addicted to competition. It kind of reminded me of the Eddie Guerrero promo, except clearly not even close to as good as the Eddie Guerrero promo.
Okay.
But that's where my head went first. I was like, oh, it's kind of like the Eddie Guerrero thing, but no. Kenny did some promo. He was like welding something. I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention. So
yeah, I like the Moxley parts, but the Omega parts, I was just like, this is too goofy and corny.
Yeah, whatever. I'm hoping there's a big angle for next week. I'm sure there will be leading into the show.
Probably just another beat up. You know how I go.
You know how that go. But besides that, honestly, yeah, that was kind of it for AEW. If we want to jump to quick hits, Hangman Page and Isaiah Cassidy had a good match. It was unnecessarily long. I don't know why that match was like 3 segments long, but it was a very competitive match. Hangman wins, of course. Matt Hardy was like, "Look, I don't even know. I don't care, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I'm trying to act like I care about this Hangman Page feud. I don't care. Like, what are they doing with my guy, bro?
They are truly fucking it up. And Dark Order coming out to help Hangman Page, that's cool and all, but wouldn't it have been great and fantastic if Hangman just said yes the first time?
Please, man.
Or wouldn't it be great, obviously, because I suggested it, he asked the Dark Order for help and they're just like, no. Like, it just, AEW long-term booking itself to a disadvantage because they have to find very stupid and silly ways to make it longer. So
sometimes they long-term book themselves to detriment, and it kind of like I appreciate it when they do it. They do a good job of it sometimes, but sometimes
not everything needs.
Not everything needs to be long-term booking, and not every match needs to be 2 segments long either. Like this match.
So it is what it is on that. Free Hangman Page. Hopefully at Revolution he just beats the shit out of Matt Hardy and that match doesn't go longer than like 15 minutes.
Shout out to Isaiah Cassidy. That was the best performance I've seen him have too. Mark Quinn wasn't even on the show. I don't know where he was at. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I do too.
Because they didn't even mention him. Bucks wrestled the Varsity Blondes in a fine match. Did they change their name? Wasn't there E in the blonde, or am I bugging?
No, I think it was always Varsity Blonde.
Man, but I know, but there's no E.
Varsity.
No, I'm talking about in blondes. There's no E.
Hey, man,
is this a Mandela effect type of thing? I swear.
Please don't ask me to spell.
Bro,
I will edit it out.
Whatever. But the match was good. Afterwards, Jericho and MJF beat up the Bucks' dad. Had
that ketchup ass blood.
That ketchup packet they put on his head. That strawberry syrup they had on that man's head and smeared it all over the. It's very hokey, very Memphis wrestling type shit that they love. It is what it is.
Two of my favorite things about this segment. Them beating up the Bucks' dad so close, like they're not even like in a remote room or anything. So when the Bucks go sprinting after them, they already caught up to MJF and Jericho. And then the second thing is Matt Jackson running a 4 flat, actually catching up to the car. Actually catching up to the car because whoever was driving didn't just want to bang on the gas.
Yeah. I wish he would have did who was it? Was it Lex Luger who jumped on the limo when NWO? I wish he would have did that. Matt
Jackson, like his knee was touching the exhaust pipe. That's how close that motherfucker was. But yeah, they're gonna have their match at Revolution. That shit is gonna be a train wreck. God bless the Bucks. I'm praying that they keep the title. Just give us the match with the Good Brothers, please.
And so for the men. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, that's it for the men. now we're gonna go into the women's stuff, all the Super 16 stuff. First things first. Oh my God, I'm praying for you. If you need a show to take mine, Anna Jay. So unfortunate that she is injured. She'll be gone 6 to 12 months. So unfortunate, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
Really needed. I was really looking forward to Britt Baker and Anna Jay, but she got replaced by Maddie Winkowski or whatever the hell her name is.
Yeah, Maddie Winkowski.
Did
you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. Winkowski definitely needs a lot of work. I believe I sent you that spot where she did a cross. Britt Baker was on the ropes. She did a crossbody to Britt Baker. Did a whole bunch of wild movements to do a snapmare into the like the natural selection type joint. And I was just like, come on, fluid movements, baby. We need seamless. Let's put some less effort.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. I know a lot of people still aren't big fans of her, but there is potential there, I guess. And she is learning. I am glad she decided to just put her hair down.
Yeah, keep that ponytail home, please.
Mizunami beats Aja Kong. Not a great match by any means, but it's cool that Aja Kong is nice enough to, a nice vet, just putting a younger talent over. I assume that Amy Sakura sees a lot in Ryo Mizunami, so let them grow. Yuki Saka. Ugh. I feel like I fucked that up. But
Sakazaki. It's Yuka Sakazaki. Okay. You got your vowels mixed up, bro.
Oh, my fault, bro. There's a lot of A's and K's.
A lot of A's and I's in there.
But she defeats Amy Sakura, and I think is one of the better matches on the Monday show that was on YouTube. I thought it was really great. Yeah. Amy Sakura, she showed me something. I'm slowly turning around. I'm liking her a lot more.
I like that little stable she got. They bring them to the stage. I like that.
the Freddie Mercury clones, the bandmates. I think they're cool.
Yeah, that was fine. That was cool.
When Amy Sakura started doing a little more Gila stuff, I was just like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. I like where they're going with that.
Yeah, so like to see more of that in the future. Britt Baker defeats Winkowski. In an okay match. I didn't think it was terrible or anything. It was short enough for me to not go, hey, yo, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Nyla Rose and Tay Conti had a match. Y'all motherfuckers was saying that Tay Conti was a prodigy, a rising star. Paul Levesque should be kicking his ass, seeing what she's doing on Dark, and she had a very mediocre match with Nyla Rose. But I thought Nyla Rose looked really great in the match, though.
And speaking of Nyla Rose looking really great, we didn't speak about it on the main show, but they had her and Britt Baker had a great match on AEW. Yeah, I think that might have been the best Nyla Rose performance I've seen since her match with Ryo. On that, was that the first episode?
Yeah, first episode of Dynamite.
Yeah, that was the best Nyla Rose performance I've seen, and I think Britt Baker is great. So like. The match was good. I even think the right person won.
After seeing the Nyla Rose match versus Tay Conti, even though I wasn't high on it, the brightest star in that match is Nyla Rose. I said it a lot on Twitter. Nyla Rose is showing us something. Like they had her in that weird rut with Vicky Guerrero, and I was just like, I said it when it happened. It was not needed. She is an amazing talent, and she's doing her solo stuff alone, and look at that. She
can talk.
Nearly being at the top. And Excalibur for the Tay Conti match on commentary, it was just like, yo, Nyla Rose has like a fuck ton of experience. Yes. She's wrestled so many different styles. She has wrestled a lot of the people on the Japanese bracket already.
Was she in Shimmer? Not Shimmer. Was she in
I believe she did a brief torn Stardom.
Yeah, Stardom.
So there, and she probably did like other Joshi indie stuff, but like she is familiar with working with Joshi wrestlers, so it was just like that was very interesting that he highlighted that part. But yeah, she beats Britt Baker, and I'm just like, why are they not having Britt Baker anywhere near being a number one contender for the title? Like, I'm just, are they waiting to like hit that once the tournament is over, so she doesn't have to like really wrestle any of the Japanese women? But I just thought it was weird. Like, Britt Baker should definitely be like women's champion like by the summertime.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was thinking about this a lot, just in my mind. I was just like, all right, but like, when are they gonna have the rest of the matches for the women's tournament? Because it seems like a little off. And on Sunday, we'll be getting the rest of the matches on Bleacher Report Live, I believe. They'll be having the semifinal matches for the women, and I think a multi-tag on the Japanese side. I believe it's Hikaru Shida.
Maki Ito.
Yeah.
Maki Ito's. I saw Maki Ito. That's all I need to see. I said I'm watching it. You already know.
They really fumbled the
bag.
They're gonna fly her out. They really fumbled the bag.
They're gonna fly her into America. They'd be stupid not to.
I think the overwhelming fanfare that she got off of just being announced, they should have really picked up on that. But yeah, she doesn't have to win the tournament, but if they bring her on again to like work more, like, I think that'd be great. But there's gonna be a multi-women tag, and who you think wait, hold on. I believe it's gonna be Thunder Rosa and Riho. Who you think are gonna take it?
I think Rio.
I'm gonna go with Thunder Rosa. I like Thunder Rosa a lot, and Nyla Rose versus Thunder Rosa would be a new match that we haven't seen yet, so I think that would be interesting to have for the semifinals.
That is true. We have seen Nyla, but they could run Nyla Rose Rio back. They got history.
Yeah, they do. But
it's interesting. I'm very interested in where they go with this. Do they have the Japanese talent win the whole thing so they could have? I feel like if you're gonna have a Japanese bracket, it would make sense to at least bring one of them out here.
Yeah, that I'm just like, are they gonna bring? Well, actually, let's do the prediction here. Riho, Mizunami, or Yuka, who takes it?
I think Yuka Sakazaki, just because she's already had prior history in AEW with the roster. So
yeah, I'm praying that Yuka takes it as well, and then we can possibly get her and Nyla Rose, or her Thunder Rosa, or Rio, either or.
Plus, when she was in the States, she was getting big ovations. Like, the crowd really liked Yuka Sakazaki when she was there.
Hey, she's really good.
She's really good. I like her character. I like her costumes and all that. Like, she got it.
I saw a little glimpse of it in the Amy Sakura match, but she has that Kota Ibushi mode where she was just like, all right, yeah.
Let's turn it up.
Yeah, let's turn it up. I'm about to kill a nigga. Like, she hasn't she hasn't really fully unleashed that. For some reason, they keep letting her get roll up wins. They're not letting her do her finisher.
I'm not even 100% sure where her finisher is.
Fuck. I was just looking at Cage Match earlier. I believe it's like it's a splash, or it's something involving the middle rope. Like a senton off the middle rope, but they let her get like 2 roll-up wins, and I thought that was really weird. But do they fly out the winner of the Japanese bracket to the States? That is the next big question on my mind. I am hoping to see the Magical Girl back at Daly's place, and hopefully they can turn it up.
I'll tell you right now, a couple of them girls are gonna get signed once like all this. The COVID restrictions, a couple of the girls are getting signed. I don't know which ones. They're gonna make sure they're in the States. They're gonna have them.
I think Maki Ito and Veni would be 2 great signees. I believe Veni is a freelancer. I don't believe they have signed to anybody. Dang, I forgot her name. Or I forgot how to pronounce her name, but she was one of the Amy Sakura's
Oh, the younger one,
Yeah.
Mei Saruga.
Yeah, Mei Saruga.
Yeah,
Definitely a possible signee for AEW.
yeah, I can see that. I can
So-
see like Emi Sakura even coming over. What's her affiliation? Is she
She is Riho, and
but like is she like signed with anything or is she like kind of
she does her own thing for Choco Pro, I believe.
Okay.
Like she has her little own promotion going on where she trains women as well,
gotcha?
and her affiliation is just being Riho and Hikaru Shida's teacher.
Got it. Okay.
So she's the hand in a lot of people's like come up. So
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. Once I knew her history, I was just like, oh, that's really cool. But the Freddie Mercury shit,
I don't hate it.
I'm a young boy, so we need to see. I was thinking about this when I was watching the match. You know, we got Freddie Mercury, we got Shinsuke Nakamura doing Michael Jackson. When is somebody gonna do Usher?
That's a Shanti Adonis. That's Usher right there.
No, I meant like a Japanese talent doing the
Japanese Usher. They probably got one.
I just want to see a Japanese star that be like, yeah, man. When I saw You Ain't Got the Call video, that like really spoke out to me.
Doing the Heelys. Yeah, that'd be fire.
But that is it for AEW NXT. So that is it for us. You can follow me at H_visibility on Twitter. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot. It's spelled how it sounds. You can see what we're doing on the network at the A Show RNC on Twitter. Follow the network. We have the A Show, this show. We also have the Rewriters Room that you can revisit. There are Spot Callers episodes you can revisit, and New Japan stuff that you can revisit. If you want to hear us talk about G1 stuff. And yeah, that's it from us. See you next week. Don't ask who Bad Bunny is. Don't worry
fuck
about
Arn Anderson, bro.
Yeah, fuck Arn. Yeah, I didn't put
bro.
it. Fuck Arn Anderson. Don't ask who Bad Bunny is. If you educate yourself.
If you know, you know. You feel me?
Do your damn Googles.